and we are going to talk about some easy quality of life fixes that they could do in Anthem that would solve a lot of the problems in terms of loot, in terms of replayability, in terms of difficulty levels, and the fact that the game's getting stagnant in terms of things that you can actually do in the game. So I'm not going to suggest any content changes because those are not fixes. They're additions to the game, expansions, DLCs, whatever, patches and things like that that add content are not something that I'm necessarily going to discuss right now, but we may touch on it. But the number one thing that they need to do in this game in order to fix, for example, the loot issues is make Grandmaster 2 and Grandmaster 3 viable. And here's how they need to do it. So you take Grandmaster 1 in its current state, whatever its damage values are in relation to hard, normal, and easy, etc. Just take this difficulty level and what it does in terms of damage and health. Then what they need to do is scale that up to 2.5 or 3 times for Grandmaster 2. So Grandmaster 1 is so easy, it's such a breeze that you could literally kill everything on the screen with one button right now. It's so simple, so easy. Now, if they make everything do 3 times the amount of health, 300% increase in terms of health and damage, then increase the loot by 100%, players could actually start soloing Grandmaster 2, but ideally, in terms of the efficiency, Grandmaster 1 would still be better for solo. In Grandmaster 2, it would encourage duo play. If you played as 2 players, or possibly 3 players, then you would actually increase the amount of loot you would get because it's double the loot, but the efficiency remains the same in terms of 3 people actually running around. Right now, you don't need to team up with anybody in Grandmaster 1. You can easily breeze through this with blue items alone. You don't even need purple. In Grandmaster 2, ideally you have, at the very least, and if they were to apply the fixes I'm talking about, you would at least need purple, right? Purple gear. And by at least, I mean, you could solo it, but what would be ideal is if you have team members and if everybody's rocking epic or greater, right? Epic or masterwork, but in general, just epic. Now, for Grandmaster 3, and again, that would be double the loot. So let's say this is 100% loot value. Let's say this is 50%. This is, or 75, 50, 25, right? 100 is right here. This could immediately jump to 200% loot value. And by loot value, I'm talking about the rarity of the drops, not necessarily the amount of drops, but the rarity. And then Grandmaster 3 could be 4 times loot drops with a difficulty scaling of 600% of Grandmaster 1 or 750% if you want to go that far. But the idea for Grandmaster 3 is doing this with with anything other than 4 players in your squad would be less effective than doing Grandmaster 2, which would be less effective than doing Grandmaster 1 solo unless you have 2 or 3 people in your squad for GM2. So 100%, 75%, 50%, 25% in terms of the loot rarity drops. So let's say 25 out of 25% chance with I think it's like a 2% drop chance for a masterwork or something. So 25% increase for easy, or just make that base. I don't know what their formula is, but let's say 0% then, just to make it easier. 0, 25, 50, 100. Right? 100% increase rate. So if you get 1 masterwork for every 100 items, you'll get 2 masterworks on GM1, right? This is just a hypothetical. It's just numbers. I don't know what their actual formula is. Grandmaster 2 would give you 4 masterworks for every 100 items. That's the idea of what I'm talking about here. This is a 200% increase, and then this could be a 400% increase, in which case you'll get 4 masterworks for every 100 items. Now, I understand that what I'm saying may be confusing, but at the end of the day, this is what we're going to base the central point off of, right? Grandmaster 1, it does its base damage value, and whatever it does here, double it here, right? Or triple it, and then do 6 times here or 7.5 times. This encourages a full team. This encourages a half team. This is solo play, right? This is the end game difficulties. Right now, we're all playing Grandmaster 1, and we're getting, end game gear. I think that's fucking stupid. I'm going to do another video right after this, but there's a loot issue in this game, and it needs to be addressed immediately. And it's not that not enough loot drops, it's that people are too lazy to actually farm properly, or they don't feel like they're fucking scaling in such a way that their farm is becoming more efficient in the sense that they're scaling up as well. So In my opinion, people are entitled, and this is the problem, is because we are getting endgame gear on this super easy difficulty, and everybody can do it. We need endgame to be tied to the actual fucking endgame. So that's fix number 1, and I will see you in the next video where I address another fix in terms of just the loot by itself, and after that we're going to be doing some quality of life fixes within the UI and everything else. So I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces.